there. Okay.
Glad to be here. You got to see me projectile hurl on
Oh,
my
yeah.
hood.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing about it too was, I think I was doing my thing, and then a headlamp just in time, and it was like something out of a Spielberg, beautifully directed. Just half a second, just to have it, and then the headlight.
Nice.
Oh, Pat! But
Yep.
I felt great.
And I was worried about you. I was like, wait a minute.
Was it
Wait, who
elevation
am I-
sickness?
No, it was. I ate 4,000 calories of chicken McNuggets and one of these cold iced coffees. I overdid it on the calories.
Before?
Way.
Yeah, we stopped in Biggs.
Yeah, yeah,
there. And I got 2 Big Macs and a 10-piece chicken nugget.
Yeah.
He got a 36-piece nugget and I think a Big Mac too, and an ice cold coffee.
Yeah, it was way.
And I put my chicken nuggets in my backpack.
Okay.
I ate my Big Macs on the way there, but
Ben, I got to do this now.
I've learned a lot from you, a lot from Jason. Just you have helped me in my 100 miler I've done, and even in things like when I went and ran with Nick, I recognize when I want to quit, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
But
we don't talk about that though.
no, it needs to be talked about because I find myself getting down on myself, and my first Badger 100 miler. So my first Badger 100, I dropped right when we came out of Jeep Trails. My wife picked me up, drove me up to McBee, and I'm sitting in the car. You remember this, right?
Is that when I'm in the cab of the truck with you too, and she took a picture from the outside?
Yeah.
I wanted to just
Yep.
strangle this
Yeah.
guy.
But I was not
Right.
ready. I wasn't ready at that time. I couldn't see the potential. I could not imagine going up McBee again. It just wasn't in
That
the
grunt
cards.
at night is big.
Yeah. And it was I had plenty of time to finish on that one.
That's why I was in the cab of the truck
Right.
having a talk.
Mm.
And I leave, and I didn't find the right words. I'll never be a coach. What's going on?
I just remember being like, this guy, just leave me alone. I can't I can't do this. I just can't.
There's a beautiful
you know?
picture.
Right. But, it's in those times that I look back on when I do get down on myself and when I do want to quit, I think about stuff like that.
Oh, that's important.
You know what I mean? Like that we're all going to, including you, you still hit those walls.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm glad
Yeah.
that somebody as good as you,
Mm.
like it gives me hope, like what do you feel is your, and when I ask you your biggest failure, I'm asking you about like a DNF you had, one that you felt really weighed on you heavy.
I think the one from Bryce,
Okay.
okay, and it was 2019, I think right around May 17. You think, Bryce, May 17, boom, weather should be decent. We got snow, we got sleet. I met a couple of guys also from Washington State the night before, pick up your bibs and all that, we're talking. And one of the two guys was one of these 22-hour fast runners. His buddy was like a slower guy like me. I'm heading out to the Lollipop. I see Adam. He's heading back. He's one of these guys who wants to run fast race. We talk a bit, and he says, yeah, once I get to the 50 finish, because it was a double out and back essentially
Just
that
like
year,
that,
because
yeah.
of all of the
Yeah.
snow and the rerouting. And I'm thinking, well, that's not Adam. You could literally walk like a 2.8 miles an hour, and you're going to finish the whole thing. He says, it's just not my style. I'm not having my day too much, and I feel like I got a little thing going on, head cold or whatever. And as we're talking, his buddy John shows up about my pace. So he wasn't 2 votes farther behind me, and he just volunteers. He's just in his own head. He sees Adam. We're all talking. Yeah, when I get to the drop off at 36 miles, I'm going to. And these two guys are not having their day. This is why I will not say or share with another runner, I'm not having my day, or I'm because it's like poison. And he's going to drop it to 50, and I'm self-talk. I'm not having my day either, Joe. So
It's cancer.
I come down to the end of the first 50 chunk, and I've still got 20 minutes in the bank, and I know it's May 17th, right? We're what? Almost 2 full months into spring. Days are long, nights are short. I love that part. As far as just physical feeling, I'm good. My drop bag's over. Even the gal who's waiting, I say, I'm not having my day. She looks at me and says, You got 20 minutes to go in through drop bag, get some soup, get your bum out of here. What do we need to do to make you have your day? I said, I'm looking at this little area of the tent where other people who were definitely not. I mean, these folks, you don't want to make eye contact too long. Then you have a relationship with some. They're having a really tough time of it.
Yeah.
And the clock is winding out, and then I go. So I take the medal
Mm-hmm.
for the 50 miles.